Gokula Nandan, Radha Gokula Nandan, Shri Radhe. Jayo Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar, Shri Radhe. Jayo Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jayo Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai. Jayo Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Kartik Maas ki jai. To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, to who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding motor in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To the Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To the Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with rope, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastime as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kind of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart, for what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like a bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigreva and Nalkuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narad and made into great devotees by you in the form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding motor, In the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kinds of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord who displays unlimited pastime. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Shri Shri Shoda Damodar ki jai, Kartik Maas ki jai, Bhishma Panchak ki jai. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna, Jayo Vrindavan, Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna, Jayo Vrindavan, Shri Govind Gopi Natha Madana Mohan, Jai Govind Gopi Natha Madana Mohan, Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan, Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan, Kali Nandi Yamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan, Kali Nandi Yamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan, Keshi Gata Vamsi Bhatta Dwadasa Kanan, Keshi Gata Vamsi Bhatta Dwadasa Kanan, Jahan Sab Leela Kaila Shri Nanda Nandan, Jahan Sab Leela Kaila Shri Nanda Nandan, Shri Nanda Yashoda Jayo Jayo Gopagan, Shri Nanda Yashoda Jayo Jayo Gopagan, Shri Damadi Jaya Jaya Dhenu Vasagan, Shri Damadi Jaya Jaya Dhenu Vasagan, Jayo Brishabhanu Jayo Kirti Dasundari, Jayo Brishabhanu Jayo Kirti Dasundari, Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Abhiradagari, Jaya Purnamasi Jaya Abhiranagari, Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavanamaj, Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara Vrindavan Maj. Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Bhatu Dvejaraj. Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Bhatu Dvejaraj. Jayo Ram Ghat Jayo Rohani Nandana. Jayo Ram Ghat Jayo Rohani Nandan. Jayo Jayo Vrindavana Basi Jata Jan. Jaya Jaya Vrindavana Basi Jata Jam. Jayo Dvija Patni Jayo Naga Kanyagan. Jayam Dvija Patni Jayo Naga Kanyagan. Bhakti te jahara paila Govinda charan. Bhakti te jahara paila Govinda charan. Shri Rasa Mandala Jayo Jayo Radha Shyam. Jirasa Mandala Jayo Jayo Radha Shyam. Jayo Jayo Rasa Leela Sarva Manoram. Jayo Jayo Rasa Leela Sarva Manoram. Jayo Jayo Ujjwala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar. Jayo Jayo Ujjwala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar. Par kiya bhave jaha brajet prachar. Par kiya bhave jaha brajet prachar. Shri Janava Pada Padmam Koriya Smaran. Shri Janava Pada Padmam Koriya Smaran. Dina Krishna Dase Kohe Nama Sankirtan. Dina Krishna Dase Kahe Nama Sankirtan. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan. Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Mohan. Shri Govinda Gopi Natha Madana Mohan. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan. Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan. That's the glories of Vrindavan Dham. Translation: all glories to Radha and Krishna and the divine forest of Vrindavan. All glories to the three presiding deities of Vrindavan, Sri Govinda, Sri Gopinath, and Sri Madan Mohan. All glories to Shamakund, Radhakund, Govardhan Hill, and the Yamuna river Kalindi. All glories to the great forest known as Mahavan, where Krishna and Balaram displayed all of their childhood pastimes. All glories to Keshi Ghat, where Krishna killed the Keshi demon. All glories to the Vamsi Vata tree, where Krishna attracted all the gopis to come by playing his flute. All glories to all the 12 forests of Vraja. At these places, the son of Nand, Sri Krishna, performed all of his pastimes. All glories to Krishna's divine father and mother, Nand and Yashoda. All glories to the cowherd boys headed by Sridham, the older brother of Srimati Radharani and Anga Manjari. All glories to the cows and calves of Raja. All glories to the Radha's divine father and mother, Vrishbhanu and the beautiful Kirtida. All glories to Purnamasi, the mother of Sandipni Muni, grandmother of Madhu Mangal and Nandimukhi, and beloved disciple of their Rishi Narad. All glories to the young cowherd maidens of Raja. All glories to the Gopeshwar Shiva, who resides in Vrindavan in order to protect the holy dham. All glories to Krishna's funny Brahman friend Madhumangal. All glories to Ramghat, where Lord Balaram performed his rasa dance. All glories to Lord Balaram, the son of Rohini. All glories to all the residents of Vrindavan. All glories to the wives of the proud Vedic Brahmanas. All glories to the wives of Kaliya serpent. Through pure devotional service, they all obtain the lotus feet of Lord Govinda. All glories to the place where the rasa dance of Sri Krishna was performed. All glories to Radha and Shyam. All glories to the divine rasa dance, which is the most beautiful of all Lord Krishna's pastimes. All glories to the mellow of conjugal love, which is the most excellent of all rasas and propagated in Vraja by Sri Krishna in the form of the divine Parakiya Bhava. Remembering the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda's consort, Sri Janava Devi, this very fallen and lonely servant of Krishna, sing the Sankirtan of the holy name. Shri Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. We're done actually. Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare। श्री श्री राधा गोकुलानंदन भगवान की जय, भगवान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की जय, श्री श्री यशोदा दामोदर भगवान की जय, श्री श्री गौरा निताई जी की जय, जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna, everyone. So we're going to have a class now. So the speaker will sit in the middle. So if you'd like to face that wall so that you can see the speaker and you can hear. Jai.
Hare Krishna. We're going to start with the Jai Madhava prayers. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjan Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjan Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. I'm going to start with some invocation prayers to our spiritual master. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shlakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. I offer my obeisances to our spiritual master who can open my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. So, welcome everyone. Today is a very special day. Closer? Okay. Is this better? Yeah, okay. So today is a very special day. Actually, every day is special when you're practicing bhakti. But today is the last day of the very auspicious month of Kartik Mas, the Kartik month. And I'm sure all of you have come here today to offer a candle to Krishna. Is anyone come regularly to offer a candle? Is everyone coming regularly? Okay, so I'm sure all of you have received something from Krishna which is making you come again and again. You know, that reciprocation or an exchange from Krishna, you must have received it. And that is what is making you come again and again. So yes, today is very special because today is the last time we can offer this candle, and then we'll have next year again. Today we are going to read chapter number 45 of the Krishna book. So for the past 1 month, we've been reading this special book because we normally read the Bhagavad Gita every day. But just for this month, we've been reading the Krishna book. This book is written by Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya of ISKCON. And I was hearing in a class from last week by Vaishnav Prabhu, and he was saying something very nice. He said that Prabhupada wrote 2 types of books. He wrote, one type of books is the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the CC, where he gives translations. So the books were written, but what he gives is the translations of the Sanskrit verses, and then he gives the purports, the interpretation of those verses, of the translation. But this book, the Krishna book, is special because this is not a translation. This is actually from Prabhupada's mind and from his heart. So in that way, this is from a pure devotee, a devotee of Krishna who gave everything to Krishna, a complete surrendered soul. So that's why this book is very, very special. I also remembered something that our teacher normally shares is how can you love someone? So if you want to love someone, you have to know them. Is that correct? You can't, if I say Bill Gates, if you don't know Bill Gates, how can you love Bill Gates or Tom Cruise or any big person? How would you love them? So how can you love Krishna? You can love Krishna only when you know him. And through this book, through the Krishna book, you can know him. You can, like I have 2 sons and they go to school. I can talk about them, like which are their favorite subjects, what school they go to, their teachers and everything. So this book has everything. What Krishna's friends, Krishna's girlfriends, Krishna with school he goes to, his teachers, what subjects he's learning, everything about Krishna. And when you know about Krishna, you can start loving Krishna. So our whole life of bhakti is to love Krishna. And through this book, you can get that bhakti. You can get to love Krishna. The one person, actually, who loves us the most is Krishna. And as we grow in bhakti, we learn that. And we can give that love back only when we know him. So I hope you all have a copy of this book. And if you don't have, please take one from the bookstall outside. The previous chapter was Killing of Kamsa, and where Krishna kills Kamsa in the arena, and everyone's watching. Vasudev, Devaki, Nanda Maharaj Yashoda, everyone's there, and he kills them. And this chapter, it's called Krishna Recovers the Son of His Teacher. In this chapter, Lord Krishna consoles Devaki and Vasudev and Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, and then he installs Ugrasen as the king of Mathura, and then how Krishna and Balram complete their education and also retrieve the son of their guru and then return back home. So it's a very big chapter. I actually tried to time my reading of the chapter, and it took me more than 30 minutes. So I thought I won't be able to read the chapter, so I kind of summarized it quickly. And if we have time, I'll read a small paragraph, which I thought was very relevant for all of us. So I'll summarize the chapter first, quickly. in this chapter, first Krishna and Devaki, Vasudeva and Devaki actually realize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they go in a reverential mood. But Krishna did not want them. He wanted them to be his, his mom and dad. There's a sweetness when your mom and dad address you like their children. If they address you like you're the CEO of a company, I mean, it's not fun anymore. So Krishna wanted that love. So he uses the influence of his Yogamaya and covers them in that influence so that they see him as their son again. So that is what he does. And then in a very humble mood, Krishna actually apologizes to them. He says, I'm going to read, this is from the book, even in a lifetime of 100 years, no son can ever repay the debt he owes his parents, from whom he receives his very body. Any capable son who fails to support his parents will be forced in the hereafter to eat his own flesh. Indeed, any person who does not maintain and nourish those under his care, children, wives, spiritual masters, brahmanas, elderly parents, and so on, is simply a living corpse. It is out of fear of Kamsa that we could not serve you, so now please forgive us. So Krishna actually asked for forgiveness from his parents because they missed out on the early years of Krishna. So only at the year of 12, after 12 years, Krishna goes to Mathura. So they missed out on the childhood. Until 5 years, they're the sweetest years, and they missed out on all of that. So Krishna asked for forgiveness. And Vasudeva and Devaki, when they hear these words, they are filled with emotion and they shed torrents of tears. After that, Krishna actually offers the Kamsa's kingdom to Ugrasen, who is his maternal grandfather, and then arranges for all his family members who had fled in fear of Kamsa to return their homes. And in this way, he gets the Yadus very happy. Then the chapter also goes on to Krishna and Balaram next approaches Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda and says, you are our true parents, real parents. You've looked after us. You have brought us up like your own children, and they showed gratitude. So Krishna in his own way is showing all types of relationships, how we must keep our relationships, be humble, be kind, have gratitude. And then he says to Nanda Maharaj, dear father, please return to Vraj. Knowing how much you and our other relatives are suffering in separation from us, Balaram and I will come to see you as soon as we have satisfied your friends here in Mathura. So he sends them off saying, we'll come soon to Vrindavan. Krishna then offers Nanda Maharaj various offerings and gifts, and with a lot of love and tears in their eyes, they leave Mathura. Next, Vasudeva had his priest perform his son's ritual for the second birth. So Krishna and Balaram then went to Gargamuni to take the vow of brahmacharya celibacy. Afterwards, Krishna and Balaram, though, desired to reside at the school of their spiritual master, Sandipani Muni in Avantipur. So they go there to learn different things. Now, to teach the proper way to respect one's guru, Krishna and Balaram served their spiritual master with great devotion, as they would a deity of the Supreme Lord himself. Sandipani Muni, pleased by their service, imparted to them detailed knowledge of all the Vedas, together with their 6 corollaries and the Upanishads. So actually, they go to Sandipani Muni to learn the Vedas and everything else. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vedescha sarver aham eva veda. So he himself will Vedas, but he still goes. So what Krishna is trying to teach us is accepting a guru is essential. It's the most important thing for us in this lifetime, because we don't know the way back home. We don't know the spiritual path. And when we accept a guru, that guru can be our guide, that guru can be our friend, and then take us back. So Krishna and Balaram, they learned the Vedas from him. Krishna and Balaram needed to hear each subject explained only once to assimilate it completely. And thus, in 64 days, they learned the 64 traditional arts. So they stay with Sandipani Muni for 64 days and 64 nights. And they learn 64 different things. In the morning, they would learn something. By the end of the day, they would become an expert. So very clever. And the list of things they learn is so interesting. If I don't think we have time, otherwise we would read it. It's really interesting, and I would highly recommend it. I read it for the first time yesterday, and I was like, wow, Krishna is probably an expert in every possible degree that's out there in our universities. But yeah. And then before taking leave of their guru, the two lords offered Sandipani Muni any gift he desired. So the Sandipani Muni then requests, his son had, he lost his son in the ocean of Prabhas. So he asks Krishna for his son back. Krishna and Balaram mounted the chariot and went to Prabhas, where they approached the shore and were worshipped by the presiding deity of the ocean. Krishna asked the ocean to return his spiritual master's son, and the lord of the ocean replied that a demon dwelling within the ocean called Panchajana had taken the boy away. Hearing this, Sri Krishna entered the ocean, killed the demon, and took the shell that had grown from his body. But when Krishna did not find his guru's son within the demon's belly, he went to the planet of Yamaraj, the lord of death. Yamaraj came forward when he heard Krishna blow the Panchajanya conch shell and devotedly worshipped him. Lord Krishna then asked Yamaraj for Sandipani Muni's son, and Yamaraj immediately gave him to the lords. Krishna and Balaram then returned to their spiritual master and presented him with his son, requesting him to choose yet another favor. But Sandipani Muni replied that by having obtained disciples such as them, all his desires were fulfilled. So Krishna and Balaram then traveled to their home by chariot upon their arrival, and all the citizens were very, very happy. So in this way, this chapter shows quite a few things. But there was one paragraph which I thought was very, very powerful about accepting a guru. And I'm going to read that from the Krishna book. Although Balaram and Krishna are transcendental personalities, they strictly followed the regulative principles. They were initiated by the family priest Gargacharya, usually known as Garga Muni, the Acharya of the Yadu dynasty. According to Vedic culture, every respectable family has an Acharya or spiritual master. One is not considered a perfectly cultured man without being initiated and trained by an Acharya. It is said, therefore, that one who has approached an Acharya is actually in perfect knowledge. Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram are the supreme personality of Godhead, the master of all education and knowledge. There was no need for them to accept a spiritual master or Acharya. Yet for the instruction of ordinary men, they also accepted a spiritual master for advancement in spiritual knowledge. It is customary, after being initiated in the Gayatri Mantra, for one to live away from home for some time under the care of the Acharya, to be trained in spiritual life. During this period, one has to work under the spiritual master as an ordinary menial servant. So we see that Krishna, so he sets an example for all of us. What a great man does, others follow. So Krishna is setting an example for us that we must accept a guru in this lifetime, and we can become their servants. There are many rules and regulations for a brahmachari living under the care of an acharya, and Krishna and Balaram strictly followed those regulative principles while living under the instruction of their spiritual master, Sandipani Muni, who was a resident of Avantipur in the northern Indian district of Ujjain. According to scriptural injunctions, a spiritual master should be respected and regarded on an equal level with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna and Balaram exactly followed those principles with great devotion and underwent the regulations of brahmacharya. Thus they satisfied their spiritual master, who instructed them in Vedic knowledge. Being very satisfied, Sandipani Muni instructed them in all the intricacies of Vedic wisdom and supplementary literature such as Upanishads. Because Krishna and Balaram happened to be Kshatriyas, they were specifically trained in military science, politics, and ethics. Politics includes training, military science, such as Department of Knowledge as to how to make peace, how to fight, how to pacify, how to divide and rule, how to give shelter. All these items were fully explained and instructed to Krishna and Balaram. The ocean is the source of water in a river. The cloud is created by the evaporation of ocean water, and the same water is distributed as rain all over the surface of the earth and then returns to the ocean in rivers. So Krishna and Balaram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are the source of all that knowledge. But because they were playing like ordinary human boys, so like humans like us, ordinary beings, they set the example so that everyone would receive knowledge from the right source. Thus, they agreed to take knowledge from a spiritual master. After hearing only once from their teacher, Krishna and Balaram learned all the arts and sciences. In 64 days and 64 nights, they learned all the necessary arts, sciences required in human society. During the daytime, they took lessons on a subject from the teacher, and by nightfall, they were experts in that department of knowledge. So I thought this was very beautiful because we can, in any sphere of life, we can see that if we want to learn something, we have to learn it from someone who already knows it, right? We cannot learn it by ourselves. We have to learn it from someone who already knows it, or someone who has already been on that journey. Someone who can tell you what the obstacles will be when you start on that journey, and then you'll be achieve what you're really trying to achieve. Someone can you need someone to give you an inspiration to keep going. Based on their own life experience, they'll give you that inspiration. And if you have that kind of input, that kind of help and support, and whatever you're trying to do, then you will clearly advance much, much quicker. It is very practical. If someone has been through it or done it, they will have a lot to offer to you. So in all spiritual traditions, having a guru is so important. The spiritual side is that this is the practical side of things. But if you look at the spiritual side of things, is those who are close to God, those who are close to Krishna, they will, and those who are dedicated to Krishna, they'll be able to take them with you, right? Those who have conquered Krishna's heart, they hold like the backdoor key to back home to the heavens, to back home to Krishna, to Goloka. And they can get us. Because of their devotion, we can reach there as well. So it's not about what we know or how we know, it's about who we know. If you know someone at a high place, you can get things done. So a guru is someone at a very high place who knows Krishna, who knows God, and that's why if we have a guru in this lifetime, he can take us with him on our spiritual journey and help us out throughout. So this is all I had to share. There's candle offering starting now at 7 o'clock. Actually, it's already started, it looks like. So because it's the last day of Kartik. So we wish you a wonderful month coming ahead. And we have a beautiful month called Book Distribution, where we distribute different books, spiritual books written by Srila Prabhupada. So if you would like to buy some books, there are some counters outside. We really encourage you, especially this Krishna book, if you would like to know Krishna and fall in love with him. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Shishi Gauranitai ki jai. Shri Yashoda Damodara ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, thank you. He got the key. Now we know who has the key. Sorry. Namami Shwaram Sache Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamana Namami Sharam Sache Anandarupa Lasat Kundala